What's going on, everybody? This is Al from playbookgamer.com, and today I want to show you a play from NCAA football 2004 that has the potential to be a really nice one-play touchdown concept, and that is from the I-form slot formation called check. Notice with check, we got a dig route on the far right, a fade route beside it, a swing route by the halfback, and a flag route on the far left. And we're really going to pay attention to this fade route. This fade route can get wide open against certain coverages and against certain personnel. So we're going to select check, and what we would like to see is any defensive formation that only has two cornerbacks. For example, the 4-3 only has two cornerbacks. Another one is like the 3-4. Another version is the 4-4 has two cornerbacks, and another formation is like the 5-2. For example, in this video, we're just going to go with the 4-3. And what we want to see is a play, something like sack red. Sack red has the strong safety coming down to blitz. This forces this linebacker to defend that fade route. Similar example is storm red. You got the strong safety coming down to blitz, which forces this linebacker to defend that fade route. So we're going to attempt this. We're going to select sack red and pay attention to that slot receiver. See if he can get open well enough. This one he didn't. He got stuck on the linebacker. We can try this again. This is what we're looking for right here. Notice how wide open he got. The biggest reason why he got wide open is because we have this safety coming down, which forces this linebacker to come over, and he's going to do his fade route. But what really helps is notice how the linebacker has to do a swing route. We bring over our icon over here, and notice he has to go around that dig route just to go cover the slot receiver, and he has no chance. Now, I don't care how fast this linebacker is. He can have 99 speed. Yes, that would help some, but he has to work around this dig route in order to cover that slot receiver, and he has no chance of defending this guy. And you got a really nice, easy one-play touchdown. So we could try it a couple more times. Do something like this. Go over the top. You could throw it as light as you need to or as far as you need to. But again, the same thing happens. He has to work around this dig route. And by then, it's just too late. Then it's just up to you to make a decent throw. So we could try it one more time. Just wait for him to get open a little bit. And there you go. Another 10-yard distance between him and his defender. Now, if you go up against something else, for example, we'll select I-form slot check. If you go up against nickel, this now forces the nickel back to cover that slot receiver, and he doesn't get as wide open. Now, you can still throw it over the top. I had to throw this one kind of early, but notice what happens here. The cornerback has to get pretty close to the guy, and he doesn't have too much trouble when that happens. He's actually on top of him as is. So we could try it again just to show you why going up against like a 4-3 or a 3-4 makes it even easier. You still get the touchdown there, but the key is he's already sitting over here, so he has a much better chance of defending him compared to what we just saw with that linebacker who had a really hard time. So again, take your chance. Thankfully in these games, these defenses love to play one man down from whatever you're calling. For example, I-form slot has 3 wide receivers. What the defense likes to do a lot is play with one man down, meaning let's select check. What they would like to do is go with 2 corners, not 3. Sometimes they'll play nickel. Every now and then they may even play dime, but you're going to see a lot of 4-3 and a lot of 3-4 against that particular formation. So you may be asking yourself, what if you never see that cover 0 or you see that safety come down, all that good stuff? Check still works pretty well across the board. So we can select check. We can go up against any random play here. So it looks like they're going zone. You got a couple of decent zone options. You got the halfback. You can go to your dig if needed. Looks like they're going zone again. I can probably hit this dig underneath. Then you got man options. Of course, you got the slot receiver. The dig works pretty well. Looks like they're going zone again. I can just dump this to my halfback. He's wide open. Very easy gain. Looks like they're going man here. Cover 0. Looks like we just saw the same thing what we just looked at earlier. The wide open play. And why is that? Because this linebacker, again, came down, had to defend the slot receiver because that safety is going to blitz the quarterback. He's going to wrap around that dig route. He actually got stuck on the dig route, which is even better. And he got an easy touchdown. So you can really make that play work really well against everything. But whenever you see that linebacker cover that slot receiver, by all means, attack that dude with a vengeance. Now, let's talk about the playbooks that have this. You got to remember that NCAA Football 2004 was the last NCAA football game that did not have custom playbooks. You had to select a team playbook. So when you go over to playbookgamer.com and you select NCAA Football 2004, go to offensive plays, which is under play images, and it brings up every single play image for every formation in the game. Now, notice over here in our little table of contents, there are two versions of I-form slot. There are two sets of plays for this formation. Notice there is check. It is an I-form slot 1. Some teams have the I-form slot 2 set of plays, and check is not in I-form slot 2. I bring all this up because when you go back to the 2004 page, I'm going to show you the offensive formation list. You scroll down here, you can use the table of contents, and from here it shows you every single formation and every playbook in the game, and you just go to formation and you select I-form slot 1. Select that, and it brings up every team that has this formation. There's about, 20 of them right there. So if you really like that play and you want to add that to your offense, you need to select one of these playbooks. And thankfully, there are plenty to choose from. That's one of the best things about 2004. Yes, I love the custom playbook option in 2005 and beyond, but this game really forces you to pick a playbook. It just adds like a little extra layer of strategy. So you got to keep that in mind if you really want to use that particular play. All right, hopefully this helped, and I'll talk to you later.